If you're planning to retire in the next year or two, there are moves you need to make today to help you make your transition into retirement just a little easier. Planning certain things now can make a huge difference between struggling and having a comfortable retirement. Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name's Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in today's
Hey
video,
guys.
we're discussing we're discussing what you need to know if you are planning to retire in 2023 or even in 2024. And by the end of the video, we hope to give you 3 main tips needed to make this transition a little easier on yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. In my 24 years as a financial advisor, plus years, whatever,
Yeah,
I, I lost count. I've seen people enter retirement so unprepared.
right.
It's a shame though, because with the right strategy and planning, it could be a lot smoother and more enjoyable. So,
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get to it then. If I want to start with a big concern that a lot of people fret about as they near retirement, and that is healthcare costs.
if you watch any one of our videos, Michelle, in the past, and we talk about going into retirement,
Mhm.
retired early, or this, that, and the other, the number one concern that I always bring up is healthcare,
Yeah,
and rightfully so, because it can be a massive expense if you do it the wrong way. So,
absolutely. Let's talk about the options people have then.
okay, so based on your age, you got a couple different options.
Okay.
One, if you're retiring before age 65, you either have your spouse's, if you're married,
Sure.
workplace health care as long as they still work, or COBRA for up to 18 months from your current employer, or you have to have a plan that you can purchase from a carrier directly,
Yeah.
like going to the big three, like all or Blue Cross Blue Shield or something like
Sure.
that, or you go to the healthcare exchange, which is healthcare.gov. The problem with Cobra, though, Cobra isn't cheap, and
No, it is
neither is
not.
healthcare on the exchange. So if you go
Mm-mm.
this route, you need to plan and save for those expenses now. So
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing. I've seen a lot of people. This happened to some relatives of mine, and Cobra was the only real, like not real option, right? But was the option they went for. But they had cash saved for that. But man, it is not cheap.
and think about that. Let me add one more thing to that with Cobra. Why people choose Cobra over going out and purchasing a plan, Michelle, is because of the guarantee as
Yep,
far as if you have a health condition.
sure,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
All right.
Um,
So second option.
yeah, second options. Let's say you're retiring at 65 or later. I really try to get people up to this age because of the fact you can enroll in Medicare at
Sure.
65.
Right.
And then you have several options that are available based on your health conditions and the amount of money that you want to spend for healthcare and retirement. So, depending on your state, Michelle, the most affordable plans are Medicare Advantage, where you share the cost of healthcare with the government.
Okay.
These also cover your prescriptions. That's a
Yeah.
big thing. The most expensive plan that you can go with is a Medicare supplement plan, which limits your out of pocket cost, but then you also need to pick up an RX plan to go along with it. So,
Sure. So Medicare, as we all know, anyone who has tried to wade through it knows that it can be extremely tricky. So what's your suggestion on how people can navigate like what's best for them so they can plan for these expenses now?
honestly, Michelle, when you get to this point, work with a healthcare specialist or a Medicare advisor
Okay.
who will help you find the most appropriate plan for you and your family. And you want one, Michelle, that is working for you. They represent you
You.
between you and multiple companies, not just one. So,
Okay, one last question on this. When is it too early? So let's say I'm 63 or 64 right now and I'm looking at, retiring at 65. When is there such a thing as speaking to a healthcare specialist or a Medicare advisor too early?
yeah, because things can change as you get closer to retirement.
Got it.
A key time frame, Michelle, is 90 days out from retirement.
Okay. All right, but if
90
we're
days
telling
out,
people
start planning.
they need to plan for it, like, money-wise, um,
Oh, money wise, start planning years in advance.
sure, just
Um,
have that
uh,
cash there, and
yeah,
then as you
make
get closer to that time, make a decision
you
on a
got it.
specific plan. Okay,
Yeah, 90 days really start honing in on what your plan will be. So,
sure. Okay. All right, so what's another tip you have to help ease transition into retirement?
well, here's a big one, Michelle. When you retire, you need to understand where your future income will come from.
Yeah, huge.
Well, think about this. Everyone's used to getting that weekly, every Friday payday, right? Or every
Yeah.
2 week, biweekly paychecks. But in retirement, this is going to change for most people.
Yeah.
Here are the main places that most have for income in retirement. Number one, pensions. But most companies don't have pensions
No, they
anymore.
don't. Mm-mm.
That was replaced with 401ks. But if you do have one, this is going to be your basis for income in retirement. This will also help you replace your current income from your workplace. The most common one is Social Security. For most, this will be your only source of income in retirement.
Yeah.
Make sure to optimize the Social Security before you retire. You want to make sure that down below this video, we're going to put a link. Watch our video, how to maximize your Social Security benefits. We're going to put that link down there for you.
Absolutely. It'll be in the pinned comment in the description below the video. All right. So you covered pensions as a source of income, Social Security. Let's move on to other assets.
Okay. Outside the guaranteed income assets like your pensions and Social Security, we have any accounts that you may have accumulated over your career, like your 401ks, your IRAs, Roth IRAs, savings accounts, whatever it may be. The goal with these, Michelle, is to use them to create additional income in retirement along with your Social Security and pensions. And we're starting to see, Michelle, in the 401k statements, more and more, they're now showing you how much income in retirement you can create from your current existing account. Make sure you start reading them statements because it's pretty powerful when you can see it. Oh, you're only guaranteed, you can convert this into $300 a month for the rest of your life.
Sure.
What? That's it? So that would also give you an incentive to save more in your retirement plan. So
absolutely. Yes. And I think the key there is make sure if you have a 401k, if you have an IRA, read those statements.
Read the statements.
Read the statements. All right. So as people pull together this information and, to get a clear picture of all the income coming in, do you recommend that people speak with an expert? Or is it something that they can do on their own? Is it as easy as analyzing guaranteed income versus potential income and then making decisions from there? Or is this something that expert help is often needed?
Well, you can do it on your own if you understand the differences and understand what you have.
Okay.
For those that have done their own budgeting all their life, it's not that hard. You already know what your expenses are going to be. So based on your expenses, and look at your income coming in and make sure you cover your necessities. If you're not sure, definitely seek out a professional that focuses on turning assets into income for retirement. Okay. You're transitioning from the growth phase of your assets and the accumulation phase into the distribution phase. And that takes someone special that understands how to distribute them funds for you over the rest of your lifetime. So,
right. Okay. Let's move on to the third tip you have for us.
This is a big one. Do what you can now, today, to start paying down debt.
Yeah, eliminate that debt.
Eliminate it. It's that simple. This includes your mortgage, car payments, any high interest credit cards.
Sure.
I've been in finance for 2+ decades now, and I witnessed many clients going into retirement with zero debt. What a relief!
Yeah.
What are the feeling of satisfaction that, oh my gosh, I'm going to retirement. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I can enjoy life. I have no debt. I got my normal expenses like utilities and insurances, and that's it.
Yeah.
And, I got steady income coming in. There's no better feeling not to have to worry about debt in retirement. Do not try to retire with a $800 car payment or several car payments.
Sure.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be back to work.
Yeah. And I think too, just that's making like car payment made me think of house payment. There are also just in the planning process as well, as we've talked on numerous videos, there are states that are more friendly to Social Security, better states that have better taxation, you name it. And I think that's something that, once you know what's coming in, what's guaranteed, and the potential income, and looking at your cost of living, including healthcare and all this kind of stuff. And if you are going to have to carry debt in, like you may have to make some moves or plan, I should say, to make moves to move literally.
Yeah.
Or get rid of that car or what have you.
So it's okay to downsize. Definitely. So,
yeah, I think the key here, just to wrap this up, Do check out that video, how to maximize your Social Security benefits. We are putting that in the link below and also in the pinned comment. But also, it's the planning. If you know where you are and you know where you're going to be, you can back into it. You can plan now rather than entering retirement and realizing,
Right. And if you have questions, hop on this channel. Send us a note.
Sure.
We'd
Yeah,
love to, we'd
absolutely.
love to speak to you about it.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
Get laser focused on what you truly want in retirement and the life that you truly want to live.
There you go. Awesome. All right. If you like the content of this video, hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't miss another video from us, and leave us a comment. All right, Brian, as always, thank you so much. And thanks to everybody who watched.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Michelle. Have a great day.